Hello everybody, how you doing? My name is Aquilla Fleetwood, and I want to show you something a little bit about Paleo-Chinese. Now, two of the oldest societies that go back in antiquity and known for the writing is in Paleo-Hebrew and in Paleo-Chinese. Both the Chinese and the Jews, their societies go back a long way. Hebrew goes back to Eber. Eber is the grandson of Shem, which that's where the Hebrew word Ivrit, which means Hebrew, in Hebrew, that's where it came from. It came from the grandson of Shem, whose name was Eber or Eber. Either one is correct. But here we're going to talk about some Paleo-Chinese now. We'll call this line 0, where Jesus was born, 0, okay? So going back to about 2500 BC, that's where most scholars say that the Paleo-Chinese began to write after the Tower of Babel. So there's about 50,000 characters in modern Chinese. So can you imagine trying to say your ABCs? And probably normal for a college student is to know 6,000 to 8,000 pictographs. Now, this word here is create, and it's called Zao, and it is strictly pictograph. It is not phonetical. So I can't look at some of this here and say, okay, I've got to have an ah sound or e sound or whatever. It doesn't work that way. It is strictly pictograph. Where Paleo-Hebrew is indeed, it's a pictographic in nature, but it is also phonetic. You know what the letter is trying to say, but it's not like that in Paleo-Chinese. It's extremely, I guess we'd call it weird, being English speakers. But, so, with this being 0 in 2500 BC, surely the Chinese, if the creation story was true, and the story of the flood and Noah was true, of course I believe it is, and if the Tower of Babel was true, surely the Chinese would have recorded the histories of it. Well, it just so happens they did. And I'm going to show you the one about creation right here. And the Chinese, they were actually monotheists. They weren't polytheists. Of course, Taoism came about 6 BC, Confucianism came about 5 BC, Buddhism came about 5 BC. But from 6 BC on to 2500 BC, the ancient Chinese only believed in one God. They were monotheists. And they believed in Shangdi, who had, if you look at, they have writings about Shangdi, and it sounds like everything, all the attributes which Yahweh has. And that's amazing in and of itself too. So let's look at this word for create, and let's break this down. And remember that none of this is phonetic, which I know that's really strange, but it's not. But this symbol right here means words. Words spoken. This is a symbol of a mouth. So words were spoken, there's movement, and creation began. That's why did the ancient Chinese think of words being spoken, there was movement, and a movement around the world began. Why would they go to that? Because it matches the creation story of Genesis. God spoke the world into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. He created everything in 6 days, and then on the 7th day, he rested. So I will be doing a few of these for you, and this one is Zao, which is create. They're very interesting. Y'all have a great day. Take care.